Prophet Jacob, Jakob, was born in the house of his father Prophet Isaac, Ishak, in Palestine. He had a twin brother named Esau. As they grew older, a dispute arose between them. Their mother, fearing conflict between the two brothers, instructed Jacob to leave the land and travel to his maternal uncle in the land of Haran to avoid further strife. During his journey, Prophet Jacob stopped to sleep at night. He placed a stone under his head as a pillow and fell asleep. That night, he had a vision of a ladder, mirage, stretching between the heavens and the earth, with angels ascending and descending upon it. He then heard Allah's voice saying, "I will bless your descendants and grant this land to your offspring after you." When Jacob woke up, he was overjoyed. He made a promise that if he returned safely, he would build a temple at this place. To mark the spot, he placed a sign near the stone and then continued his journey to Haran. Upon reaching Haran, Jacob met his uncle, who had 2 daughters. Leah, the elder daughter, Rachel, Rahel, the younger daughter, Prophet Jacob, fell in love with Rachel and asked his uncle for her hand in marriage. His uncle agreed on the condition that Jacob work as a shepherd for him for 7 years. When the 7 years were completed, Jacob expected to marry Rachel. However, his uncle gave him Leah instead, explaining that their custom did not allow the younger daughter to marry before the elder. Jacob was disappointed, but still wanted to marry Rachel. His uncle agreed, but set another condition. Jacob had to work for another 7 years. Since it was permitted in their law at the time for a man to marry 2 sisters, Jacob accepted the condition. After another 7 years, he finally married Rachel. Rachel was unable to conceive for some time, so she gave her maidservant to Jacob as a wife, and he had 2 sons from her. Leah, not wanting to be left behind, also gave her maidservant to Jacob, and he had more children from her as well. Later, Rachel was blessed with a son who was Prophet Joseph. Jacob lived with his uncle in Haran for 20 years, and during this time, his family continued to grow. After 20 years, Prophet Jacob asked his uncle for permission to return to his homeland. His uncle, realizing that ever since Jacob's arrival his wealth had increased, agreed and told Jacob to take whatever he wanted as a reward. Jacob took a large number of sheep and set out on his journey back to Palestine. On his way, he found the rock where he had seen the dream many years ago. Remembering his promise, he built a temple there and prayed to Allah to resolve the dispute between him and his brother Esau. During this time, his wife Rachel gave birth to another son, Binyamin. However, she passed away during childbirth. Prophet Jacob had 12 sons, who became the ancestors of the 12 tribes of Israel, Banu Israel. He continued to live in Palestine with his father, Prophet Isaac, until Isaac passed away. Jacob and his brother Esau buried him next to their grandfather, Prophet Abraham.